Thank you for joining us. Today we'll evaluate expanding from as a replacement for concrete for post setting. In this specific case, we're going to use it in our mailbox that is leaning horribly, so stick around. So this is our new product, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has a bag here with a stop in the middle because there are two chemicals in this bag.
What is our product, by the way?
It is a deck post anchor, and we're going to try and fix, finally, after 300 years of our mailbox being tilted, we'll try to fix it today.
Okay, we're not sponsored. Purchase this with our own money. We're just gonna give it a go.
Right, so
And how does it work?
so you take it out of this bag, this is just a container, and then you go and you go like this because you're mixing the two chemicals, and it goes, you put it down on the ground and goes, and it comes up, and you can shape it with a saw, and then it has 2000 psi strength, and it is done in 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes?
Yeah.
I gotta time that.
No water, no mess. Okay, now it changes. See, 3 to 5 minutes.
That's worrisome. Sounds
This
like the
bag
5-minute fan again.
replaces a full bag of concrete. Let's see
Okay.
how much of a mess we're going to make.
Okay, here we go. Because here we go. And you can see,
And here's our mailbox.
yeah,
It
the
is
mailbox
beautiful.
is a little bit angled
A
here.
little bit crooked, just a tad.
Yeah.
So the first step is to clear all the area in the bottom,
Okay.
and then prepare the chemical. And hopefully it will end up looking something like that.
Hopefully.
Of course, the other solution would be to have Elpida here holding the mailbox.
As a full-time job,
Yeah,
you gonna pay me better than I get paid right now?
because you're paying fantastic right now. Because now we made it worse than it was. Now it will not even stay crooked. Now it wants to fall completely.
That's because the precarious things that you had jammed in there to
Look,
hold
it
it up
worked for
are
how many
gone.
months?
Worked.
It worked.
Worked is a relative term.
The post person was using it. We were receiving our mail. We were sending our mail.
And they still brought it today, even though it was at an angle.
Yes.
But
But what was
still.
happening seriously, it kept falling. We kept fixing, we kept falling.
Well, and it doesn't help when the trash truck bumps into it, or the
Well, that
mail
was the
person.
original problem. They broke it because the you call it a trash truck? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the garbage collector.
Scupidiera.
Yeah.
And that was the original. It broke the post. And ever since we have been failing
Right.
to do it the right way.
But now we're gonna fix it. Finally.
All right. We start by removing any loose cement or debris. The post was actually in cement, but because it was hit by a garbage truck, it just could not withstand all this pressure and broke both the post and the cement base that the post was setting in. So we tried to remove some of it. We don't want to remove all of it because in one side, as you can see the top right corner there, the cement is pretty sturdy. We are going to put the liquids now, and we are going to just fill the hole to the best of our ability. We could have done a better job here, but we have not done this process before. This is the very first time we're using this product, and because we have not done it before, we didn't do everything right, but nevertheless, the product worked as advertised. It does not expand as fast as I thought it would, as fast as I've seen it in some videos, so I wonder if they actually sped it up. You have enough working time with it. You don't have to hurry as much as we were hurrying, because I really think this will be a very, very fast expansion. We're leaving this in real time so you can see that you have time to work on it and set it where you want. Had we known that, we would have done a much better job, but all our experience came from watching other YouTube videos and they acting like they have seconds to operate versus really minutes. As you can see here, the bag is still liquid, and when we stop and you let it in the environment, it will start expanding relatively slowly.
A little bit there.
So really you have time to do the things you need to do to set it the best possible way for your application. After you stop disturbing it, it starts expanding at a higher rate, or we disturbed it for long enough that was a normal time. No way for us to know that. But in any case, when it starts expanding, you see it there, it becomes a little bit almost like a whipped cream, and it is not really having strength yet. As you can see, I can move the post. It does not have strength yet. It has to be solid. It has to solidify before you can let any weight on it. But once it's solidified, as you're going to see, it did a very good job, And on this video we're going to show you a few days later, after the mail person had delivered enough mail. It had rained a couple of times and this had held very nicely. The mailbox stands straight as it's supposed to, and while I don't like the aesthetics of it, I believe it is kind of ugly, but I've seen in videos, we haven't tried it yet, that you can use a normal saw and you can prune it, as it were, make it smaller or shape it, or we can put some ground on top of it, some earth to cover it. Other than the aesthetics, it seems to be working very well, and at this point it has started gaining strength. It is advertising 2000 to 3000 psi strength, and I don't have any way to test that, but definitely did a very good job. The mailbox feels solid and we do not seem to have any problems. The wind doesn't move it, and when I push on it, it has a very healthy response, a very healthy resistance. So far very pleased with this whole product. So we'll let you know in the future if this was the final solution or not, or if we have to probably come and dig a big hole and redo this whole process, right? But for now, it looks hideous.
Yeah, like a creature from the Black Lagoon, something bubbling up.
I wonder why it lifted that way.
It had freedom to grow.
Okay.
It's like a weird fungal.
Mm-hmm.
Several days have passed and it is time for us to go and check the mailbox, see if this is a good fix or not. So come along as we go to the end of the driveway. So you can see the mailbox right there. It's still nice and straight. As I approach the mailbox, it looks perfectly straight. So far so good. Let's get closer. So let's go and take a closer look. It has been several days later and several deliveries from the postman, including 3 packages, and the mailbox has remained straight and true. So overall, I'm very happy with this development. It's not the best looking thing. I don't like the way of this looks, that we have dug a little bit more, but I might come and trim it. It trims easily using a normal saw, like a Western saw, and I might come and do that. But for the time being, as far as strength, this has proven to be quite strong. I'm going to come back with you in a few weeks or months, or if it fails, when it fails, and tell you how long it lasts. But for now, we're very happy with the outcome. It is the pollinating season in North Carolina, and that's what you see all over the mailbox. Looks very straight. Is it the perfect solution? For our first attempt, we did a few mistakes. We made a few mistakes. But yes, I'm rather pleased with it. So for our first attempt, I'm pleased with this product. Anyway, we hope this is the end. We'll see you on the next one.